Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing Alternative Future of the World Part 2. And I've colored in the Italian colonies for you guys right over here, so don't get mad at me anymore. We are Part 2 of the series and let's just get right into it. So we have the Axis looking to declare war on Afghanistan. So let's just get right into them getting obliterated. Here we go. So they move their troops into Afghanistan. Kind of stay away from the inward, because you know what happens there. And kind of just Afghanistan stuff happens. Afghani stuff happens, and I do a big pushback over here, and then get wiped. And they make the Taliban disappear, so don't cancel my YouTube for saying Taliban. Just stop, please. Anyways, not full annexation, no one's annexing it, it's becoming part of the Axis to the build-up of, it's kind of looking like a new world order, if you know what I mean, so it's not good. And I forgot to color in that for France, so I forgot to color in a French colony too, so can't just be me forgetting multiple colonies here. Sorry for that. Oh, that's twice in a row. There you go. Alright, there you go. Everything's colored in for everyone. And now it's like, do we go after the British and probably win, but it's risky, or like go after the Allies, but that could be risky too. I mean, they're got their little area in Europe, and then they got their Africa, and they released their colony. One of them released their colony. Now the USA is an interesting topic here because they haven't joined or created or any of that for an alliance. They've been just there, but they now make a thing called the League, the Freedom League. And it's kind of be a topple because a lot of South America is going to want to join this. Oh, not the British. Even Venezuela, which is kind of strange, but it's basically the United States. And yeah, kind of just down here a little bit. So this is the Freedom League, and it's okay strength. I'd say the strongest country is probably either Japan or Soviet Union, then maybe the British or the United States, then the Germans are probably one of the strongest for now. Then probably Japan or Soviets, British, this guy, and then France probably isn't that strong, as we're gonna see soon. No hints to anything. But that was kind of a hint of what's going to happen this episode, or I guess part. Oops, sorry, did not mean to do that. I had the wrong tool. They are going to declare war on the Allies. Axis versus Allies. Let's see how this is gonna go for the Allies. Probably not so fun, is it? It's not gonna be so fun for them, is it? Nope. But they're giving it a try, you know. They're like, you can stand a chance, kind of, maybe, not really, doubtful. But they will be having, the Axis was ready for this, and we all know how invading Vietnam goes for anyone, really. So Japan's going to push up north and get immediately stopped. Thailand's going to try pushing around, but going to get stopped even more, and just stop. Oh, okay. That's okay. Indonesia's going to break out into they're breaking away from the Dutch. East Indies broke away. There we go. They're surrounded. They're done. Oh, would you look at that? Madagascar had a chance, and then they Europe's not looking too good. And I forgot to color in one guy with the little guy down here. Just looking kinda happy, right? You know, like we're having the Allies are kinda screwed. Kind of. They are. They're screwed. And it's just showing that it's not going to be too fun for the Allies at all. So they move in down here. They probably would capture. And Italy moves in. Spain moves in. And it's kind of French gang bang. Netherlands fall, they fall, the Allies are about to fall, and now it's just the colonies down there, which do nothing. They stand no chance, kind of. Not really. Italy does have problems, but they fix those, and they kind of just, yeah, it's just, they don't want to do it, and they surrender. Wow, this is not cool or fun for the rest of the world. They could have held out in Vietnam, but they had to surrender, you know. They did not want to hold out. I guess that's fine. But here we go. Peace treaty time. To make this peace treaty. Hello, Governor. Okay, here we are. This is going to be a thick one. I think I can make it a little thin. Alright, so Italy's going to get some stuff. They're also going to get that. Germany is just going to... And, yeah. Spain's going to get that. And Germany's going to do this kind of thing. And then Vicky, France. Crippled Vicky, France. So, they're very crippled, but that's okay. So, then we're gonna have Turkey just fully annexing that, and then Saudi Arabia getting that, and their colony getting that. I'm sure Spain would want to connect their colonies probably, so they're gonna do something like that. Morocco, kind of, not really. Japan's gonna get this. Well, Thailand might. Nah, Thailand's not gonna get much. They're just gonna get war reparations. A little chunk. Like that, because they did barely anything. Japan's gonna get Indonesia, and that's kind of it. It's a small but like big deal, if you know what I mean. Like, it's small, but it's a very big deal, because yeah, it's a big fall, collapse, empire, boom, sad, not really, no one cares. But this is showing that the Allies had no chance, and Switzerland warned the Allies about how they were probably going to fall and Germany would invade the Soviet Union and lose. But you know who heard that? They snuck an official in there, this big guy, and they decided that they would listen in on that conversation, and looks like they know about not to invade the Soviet Union for now, and which is going to suck, because they know now that the British would probably join in this timeline. Remember, they aren't in the Allies, but they probably would join, like, if they were falling, you know. Y'all know what I mean, don't get me. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so yes, they are ally is dead. Axis. Yummy. Don't know what that means. Don't want to know. British now stand no chance. So they could declare war on the British, but it wouldn't be a fun empire to have to take all that over. So what are they going to do? They're going to expand here and probably not here, but here. And America's like, get off of our doorstep, buddy. And they're like, no, we will leave you alone for now if you just don't sanction us. And they're like, okay, that's a deal. And they're definitely not going to keep that deal, but it's a deal. And so there we are. Europe borders look terrible. Time for some Asian borders. Gonna look okay, actually, but so there we are. Then Iran's gonna get sanctioned. I mean, not sanctioned. Sorry, that's a United States thing to do. They're going to get war reparations, and Indonesia is going to be fully annexed by Japan. Obviously, Thailand would not fully annex it. Japan's kind of like told Thailand, you have to join, otherwise we're going to take you over. So they kind of just join, but it doesn't really matter because they probably would get taken over. Anyways, I finish off the allies, and now the Axis is looking very strong, stronger than ever. But now we do see that that little reunified Queen, the Soviets joined that. So now they can't go after them. That was their next plan, go after Queen. But now the Soviets join, and that's gonna cause some issues, shall we say. And with those issues being caused, we do see a little thing happen. So we have these guys, this area of colonies and stuff or whatever, kind of becomes itself, but it's under British rule. But they're all this one super long African colony into the Middle East. These guys also get like that, and the British Raj was already that, and then Oceania just becomes Oceania, and Canada already is kind of their own stuff. So yeah, they're fine. Anyways, now we're looking at time for some change, right? You know, we want some change here. So we're going to have a little breakaway happen where Italy and their southern neighbors break away from the Axis and now create the Mediterranean order. Sounds so familiar, doesn't it? It's okay, don't worry about it. They're good. Okay, so now they're down here. And then that's like, and then everyone's like, what? You could, that's easy to do. We could just, and then the Middle Eastern countries break away. So the Axis just got very crippled, like, just like that. Japan hasn't done anything, so they're still okay in strength for now. I just hint at for now, so you guys heard that. Anyways, we are going to see that everyone is kind of looking at everyone, and they're like, what the, you could just break away, and they're all like, yeah, it's not that hard. They didn't put it together too well. So now we have smaller packs being formed, and the Axis is still pretty strong, but it's not going to be as strong after we have a big breakaway about to happen. No hints, definitely not scrolling in on them right now. But we have a big breakaway about to happen, and it's going to be the breakaway of Japan. Is that the same color as this? No, this is a little... You know that we don't want to... Sorry, I'm having troubles with this little... There we are. happy? Yeah. No. And Thailand, so Thailand is just following Japan. That's what they're doing. So Japan makes their own alliance, and that's really going to cripple the Axis, which is not going to make it as strong as it was, but they do still have Germany, so I guess they're okay. But, yeah, we can see that the world really has changed, and the British are still looking, and they're like, well, I don't want to join anything yet, and they're all like, you better join something, this is going to be. So if we look at the British Empire, they got a lot of African territory thingies. They might even annex these guys, no hinting at anything. All this, that, there, and we go over here, they still, right there, this little area, and then Dominion of Canada or something, and then their little isles, and not Ireland. So they are very big. Japanese, I can't tell if they're big. I don't think so. Maybe it's close, but we're heading into where the Cold War would be right now. And the Soviets are looking at the Germans. They're like, "You gonna make the move, or shall we?" Germans are like, "Finland, me, Estonia. We're all gonna come crashing down." And they're like, "Japan's alliance? You wanna join?" Japan's like, no. No. And now that's going to really sever ties with Germany. They're cut off. And that's going to ruin some trade. And Japan's going to be mad at that. They're like, hey. But they're not going to do anything because they can't. But this over here is pretty strong, don't you think? Very strong. Very strong. So what are they going to do? Well, they're going to do what they know best, and they're going to expand even more as we finally have them getting some islands out here to join. Cuba wants to, and they do. And Canada says, can I join? And the UK's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And that's gonna make this alliance pretty big. I think the biggest alliance besides maybe the USSR reunify Qing, but then again, it's not that strong. It's just the USSR really holding it for now. I did say for now, so save that for later. But this is their alliance strength area. Definitely stretch it. And then they got like all the Americas. They're stronger than this little bunch over here. Stronger, yes. More land? I think so. Alright, so let's get into another war that's going to happen. So, we have some skirmishes on the border down here between Turkey and the Mediterranean Pact, and that's going to be an act of war because the I call it in the British Army. Alright, the act of war, it's them, they declared, and everyone in the Middle Eastern Pact joins really quick, because why not, and they have declared war on this alliance, but it was very strange who it was happening at the the Bulgarian border, which usually they don't have many skirmishes. It was there was a lead bullet fire, something lead was fired at a friend, and it looks like it would be the red team to win, because they look like they're part of the Axis, which they're not. I probably should recolor the Axis to... What alliance isn't being used? Oh, yeah. Look at that. I forgot. They were destroyed, the Allies, but now the Axis is the Allies. Ba, ba, ba. No, but in all seriousness, the Axis are very weak, and they're not going to be doing stuff for a little bit. Now... I would say that this is unreal, but no one cares. So, this axis is not that strong. So, what do we do? We're going to, okay, now we can color in as the puppet. Sorry, this puppet color is very strange. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now they declared war, and remember where it started, because that's the thing. That where it started is going to be where the movement happens, and yeah, so, Turkey is going to very much put all their assets into firing at Bulgaria and crossing into Romania just a little bit. They link up with the German, they say, hey, can we use you? And the Germans are like, yeah, sure. And then they get to Italy, and you know how Italy is, they lose Greece because Greece rebels. They definitely make a landing on Italian peninsula, but then the Italians arrive, as Italy is probably the strongest country in this war because of factors that show so, and they push back. But we do have all of them Italian gangbang, so I could see, but Saudi Arabia, you know, hee. Why do I keep saying that? Anyways, they push Romania, gonna follow. Hungary, very weak after breaking away. Once this Mediterranean pact broke away from the Axis, they fell, and now it's just Italy versus the Middle East. And Italy says, we'll join your pact, and, well, Turkey really just wants to annex Bulgaria, and that was their whole plan. So they say, we'll just annex Bulgaria, and you guys can keep your little alliance aligned. It's going to be weakened a good amount, but not too much. So, yeah. There we are. And what color is the Middle Eastern Alliance? It was a different color of green, wasn't it? Yeah. So, Mediterranean Pact, very, crippled, buried, because they just got out of war, and now they're not that strong. Italy is okay, but, this Middle Eastern Alliance just, won another war, so that's good for them, and then it's probably gonna shape up some borders for a little while, because now they're working together, kinda, and they're like, hey, we give you this, and you give us that, and we'll take intel from the Axis so they can't win another war. But, yeah, a world alliance map would look like, look at that, like I said, Japanese are gonna break away, Soviet Union join the alliance, and next episode, there might be a war. Maybe another reunified Axis declares war on someone. Sorry, I had some coughs. Yeah, so British still neutral. Find out next part. You're going to figure out what the British have become and when they'll join an alliance. But that'll have to do it for this episode. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Our next video, I think, will be coming out Monday of Alternative Future. I don't know about Empire series. I might do another one of those sometime. So you'll see. And I hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys next time.